music is so incredibly distracting to me. I mean, I know that, but also I forget that sometimes, you know? So let me just see, I have not decided what we should do. So yeah. I don't know if I should start a new thing or if I should just continue with whatever I was doing before. Because it's like kinda all over there, you know? Okay, let's just start a new one. I was actually making something in C sharp major, which is also D flat major. But I'm just gonna make that C major. And then Can you guys hear this in the thing? I'm gonna turn off the BGM. Let's do a quick audio check. I am really sleepy. I don't even know how to explain why I'm sleepy, by the way. I'm just sleepy. I am just sleepy. Do you guys hear this? Why can't I hear it? Do you guys hear it? No. I mean, barely. Okay, I also hear it, but barely. Why is it so soft? Oh well. Anyways, I sound really out of it because I woke up like not that long ago and I've started feeling sleepy again. And you might be like, oh my god, Mew, why did you wake up like not that long ago? What happened in the rest of the day? So this is funny, right? What I'm about to tell you is gonna make people laugh. But it's my mom's birthday today. Make people laugh in a good way, not that they're making fun of me. Wait, it's my mom's birthday, so I stayed up last night to celebrate with her. And then I had class in the morning, so I just didn't go to sleep. I was like, you know what? It's fine. If I just, you know, stay up. And so that's what I did. And then after I came back, I went from class, I went to get pizza. And from there, I went to get cake. So I could, you know, eat a bit of cake with my mom on video call because they had cake last night and I didn't get any because I wasn't at home. And so I got myself cake. The cake was okay, it was fine. And I got myself pizza that I was gonna have for lunch. And then I came home at around 11:30, ate my pizza, which was really good, surprisingly. It was from that place I've been talking about for a while. And about how like I really did like the pizza there, and I was confident I'm gonna keep liking it, right? That wasn't the issue. I tried a new flavor because they had multiple vegetarian options. There was a veggie option that I didn't realize had a Caesar dressing on top, and I was gonna be like, I might not like this depending on whether they do the flavors well or not, but it was really good. Like surprisingly, it was a veggie pizza with Caesar dressing on top, like a little bit, not a lot. And it was actually pretty good. And I was really surprised by that. And I ate the whole thing because it was only like a tiny freaking pizza. You really can eat the whole thing in one sitting. It's like the size of my hand, probably. And my hand's pretty small. Yeah. It's a 6-inch pizza. It really is meant for just eating by yourself. And then I really did think, you know, this pizza, like the small one, is not worth it if you go and get it in anytime after 11 a.m. Because from like 9 to 11, I think they have breakfast hours where they give the pizzas quite a lot cheaper. So I was like, I would rather buy my pizzas then because they're cheaper, feel more worth the money. Especially for such a small pizza, I feel like I overpaid even though it was so good. Anyways, after that, I got really sleepy because I hadn't slept all night. So I slept till like 7 p.m. When I woke up, I was like, I'm hungry. So I kept thinking about what I should eat. And I made myself some soup. Specifically, it was like a chicken noodle soup style thing, but without chicken. So a vegetable noodle soup. The yeah, it's what it sounds like. It's just celery, carrot, onions that are sauteed a bit, and then you put in water, put in a stock cube. I put in some turmeric because I like to up that nutrition, like health wise, is good for you. And then I ate that. Oh, I also put in some dried herbs that, like, oh my god, that made it taste so good. Uh, I'm gonna tell you guys something gross. Okay, this is not related to the pasta soup, but before that, last night or like early this morning, I was making myself instant noodles. Just a warning, like a serious trigger warning, in case you are scared of bugs or lizards. Please mute your everything for like 5 minutes so you can avoid listening to this. I'm just being thoughtful, trying to be thoughtful, because it would be so easy to just talk about this without giving any warnings. But here's my warning to you: mute me for like 5 minutes. I swear I'll be done by then. So now, I was making instant noodles, and then from my range hood, from the chimney, right, from the thing that sucks up all the smoke and stuff in the kitchen, from behind it came a tiny lizard, and I got spooked, and then it decided to yoink, yeet itself into my food that was being made. So my instant noodles, and then I had to, oh my god. I I have a like really bad mysophobia, I realized. I got triggered so bad. I was like, I'm gonna hurl, I'm gonna puke, I'm gonna straight up just I can't do this. And then I had to like clean that up. It was horrible. This is when I need another person to do it for me. Like witnessing that and knowing that it was in the pan. And immediately I turned the heat off and like tried to figure out how the heck am I gonna get. Oh my god. I didn't eat it, of course. I didn't eat the lizard or the lizard contaminated noodles. I threw it all away, but I cannot stop thinking about it. That's all I've been thinking about all day. While I was trying to clean it, I felt like I was gonna puke. I did not. I somehow managed to not puke, which is such a big deal to me. Oh my god. Because I was like, even right now, I feel nauseous just thinking about it. Oh god. It was disgusting. Oh my god, it was so bad. Anyways, so I cleaned it up, and that whole time I didn't touch it with anything I would actually use to eat things. I used a disposable fork to carefully throw it away. Everything in that pan away. I was very tempted to throw out the entire pan, but it's my new pan. So I just cleaned it really, really well. This really messed me up though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was like, what the heck? I also had a banana in the morning, so that. And then I went to class, and then in class was with my teacher for a bit, and we had a good class, you know. And then I'm kind of just like, I like this one. I really still can't hear it that well. Can you guys hear it that well? Can you guys hear it any better than I am hearing it? You guys, it's definitely louder for y'all. I wonder what's up with that. So I was showing her the song I've been working on. Um and and so we were just discussing the song that I was working on. We did a little bit of exercises to help my like breath work. and and yeah, it was really fun. Yeah. Today was very chill in that sense. I came back home and I fell asleep and I slept for quite a while, and then when I woke up, it was so late in the day and I'm still so sleepy. And honestly, I don't know what we're making. I feel like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna briefly open up uh let me just listen to Living on the Little Planet of Joy. Did I export this out, or like did we ever finish what I was doing with this? Okay, that's already so much better. I think I want to actually work on this. So, what I am going to do is mute all of these because I'm unfortunately not happy with those. That bass is still just a little bit too loud. Somebody was telling me, very recently, I was watching this video that was um about, it was like this quick dirty little video. I say dirty because it was just so short. About mixing in music, and the guy who made the video is just like, it's just volume. You can have a good mix if you have a good volume balance. Like everything in every single mix is just playing with the volume of different things. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That's how I've always perceived it. Like, even when people try to give you more complicated stuff, in the end, what they really are referring to is the fact that in the end, it's still gonna be just volume, right? Like, if it's the volume of the amount of reverb, right? Not the amount of reverb, but the volume of the reverb that determines how much reverb you're gonna hear. Is the volume of the different elements that you're trying to combine into one thing. Like everything is literally just playing with the volume of things. And I was like, dude, that it makes so much sense. I wonder why it isn't explained like this in classes and stuff. Like I know we're trying to get into technical details of things, but in the end it still is volume. So I was like, this guy makes so much sense. And it was like a 3 minute long video. And he was just like, this is all you're gonna ever need to know. Like, yes, details, yes, but the baseline of it all, like the very, very, very like standard, what you were expecting is just volume. What you're trying to do is adjust volume of different elements and different things and different instruments and parts of that instrument. And I was like, you're so right, because they were so right. Anyways, if it isn't obvious, like I feel like I'm not gonna get very much done today because I'm just that sleepy. To be fair, I'm not very mad about that. I'm kind of just like, I'm happy. With what little I can do with this, I am happy. But I gotta say, like, I was showing my teacher the song I was working on, right? And then she was like, and then I showed her like this other song that I'd started writing as well, and she was like, you should just combine those two. Because I had like a chorus for like one of these songs, and then for the first one that I figured out some chords for, and I was like, wow, this sounds good. And then my teacher was like, and then I showed her this other thing that I was doing, and then she was like, okay, this yeah. I think I might be able to make that an actual song. We were discussing my thesis, and oh my God, I'm working on this way in advance, but then I got like I had this idea of doing like 2 albums over the course of 2 years that would be fully self-produced and written. So like everything's done by me, which requires like an immense amount of work. It's not impossible by all means. People have done that and more in much shorter times, but she was like, if you want to do an album or like 2 albums, you're gonna have to, you know, you're gonna have to, well, you're gonna have to have more than one academic year. And I was like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I think the answer that what I want to do in the end is make, like, because my other idea for my thesis was something related to like fans for an artist. Like, it was going to be about how the interaction between fans and artists becomes so toxic so easily, and like maybe some comparison of how the how fans differ between like one culture to other. Like if you're looking at idol culture and fan culture in Japan and Korea and those surrounding areas, and if you look at fan culture in the US and stuff, like how is that different, what the difference is and what that implies essentially. I don't think this is anything new. I feel like that is very well documented and a lot of people have talked about it. Like, I'm definitely not the first one. I won't be the last, right? Like, if we're really talking about this specific thing. And I don't know what I want to achieve with writing a whole album or 2 whole albums. I still haven't decided. This idea, the first idea of like writing an album, and like I don't know what the point of that is. I want to do something about the whole process of creation, maybe something about flow state and how how if you unlock flow state. If you guys don't know what flow state is, just like it's this it's being hyper present while you're doing something, and it's very common when you're engaging in something you like when I read with such like focus. I kind of don't exist to the rest of the world. Like I can read for hours and I won't realize it's been hours. That's like a flow state. And that's the same thing for me when I'm making music. If I'm enjoying myself, I'm more likely to reach that point of view or like that mindset or that threshold where my brain sort of is so aligned with my purpose that I and nothing else at that moment is more important, and nothing like you're sort of in and out of the world. You're swimming in between the currents of the universe essentially. It's like you're like your whole body is tuned into this energy that your brain is propelling you towards, and it's usually related to some sort of creative work. And I was looking at a few books in the library before my class today, so I was like, maybe, just maybe, this might be what I'm most interested in, because I don't mind the idea of psychoanalyzing fan behavior, but I do feel like that's a lot more related to like it's just looking at a lot of like cases and then drawing a conclusion from that, and it's kind of boring. I want to do some kind of experimentation. So maybe it's like I write an album and it has like maybe it is something to do with like what is the most optimal, you know, state for a musician to write music in. Maybe something like that. What's the more most interesting place for somebody to be able to write music in? Like maybe I can go to different like areas and then experience that area and try to write music and see if that works. I don't know what to do with this album thing, but I really want to make those albums. I think they'll be fun. And my teacher was like, if you can do it over the course of 2 years and there's like, it's an interconnected thing, it'd be even cooler because you'd have a longer data. Like you'd have more data to collate with. And I was like, that's so true. I really want to do this. But I don't know what it should be about. Like, yeah, writing an album, but what is it that I want to say with it? What am I trying to prove? Like, is it rapid improvement? Everyone knows you can improve as long as you work on it. As long as you practice, as long as you experiment, as long as you do things, you can improve, right? Like, you can improve pretty quickly. Like, am I trying to prove there's a threshold for being a musician? No, I've already crossed that point. I'm on the bridge and I burnt it, kind of. But like, what am I trying to do with this? That's the part that's confusing me. Cause like, what's the purpose of writing a thesis about something like this? What do you write about? And it's so confusing to me because I'm just like, I really want to do something with it, and I cannot figure out what I should do with it. So, so I'm just trying to figure out what it should be about. Like cause like one of the seniors that my teacher was talking about who kind of is inspiring this and like whole self experimentation thing that I anyways favor a lot. Like I like the idea of using myself as a test subject because I think that shows my changes most effectively. Um because she did something like a year-long case study on herself about how it's like something related to dance and music at the same time, and I think it has something to do with her improvement in her rhythm. But that's the thing, like i'm not sure I'm not sure if that applies to me, because what is the point and purpose of writing an album? Like, how does that help is my question. What is it trying to do? I can't believe I'm just sitting here talking about my thesis, which might start in like a few months. If I really want to do this album thing, it's definitely going to be over the course of 2 academic years and a lot of work. Because if it's 2 albums or three, I don't know yet. I could do a lot of albums. Maybe it's like, can I make an album per month? Maybe it's how much, maybe it's something about how, like, composition. What about that? What about arrangement? What about being a producer? Like there's so many things I can do here, and I'm like, I'm really unsure of where this should go. But if I want to do an album by myself, it's gonna take a lot more work than I think I'm thinking of. Cause yeah, I'm thinking of really grueling days, basically just filled with, like, I would have to figure it out before classes start. I would have to think of a methodology, what kind of references I wanted. I would have to start way before. Or like from the beginning, you'd be like, okay, let's clarify how are we doing this? How is this supposed to be achieved? And it would be like a year and a half long project. And it would be so cool. But I don't know what it shows about me. What is this artistry about? What does it signify to me? What does it have to do with a thesis and requiring research? That's the part where I'm getting confused because I'm like, there's something I have to get out of it, like a result that I want to show. Something like I have to have a statement that I want to make or a question that I want to bring up and an answer that I have to find for it. And this process of writing an album will be the method that I use to figure out and answer that question. Maybe I should do something where I make the album very publicly online, and it could be like an exercise of does like, is it better to show the best parts of your journey, or is it better to show all of your journey? Oh my god. I think that might be it. If we're like really thinking about it, right? And this is supposed to be an exercise in creative process and creative thinking, and trying to like just the thing I want to do is make several albums and show the process of what it took to make those albums. But that's the thing. Like, oh my god, I'm so confused. I'm like confusing myself. This works like with all of the other stuff I want to do for my career anyways, like, which this is part of. Like, it works. It works. It's just how public and what is being hidden. And maybe I make a documentary? Oh my god, I'm insane. I would do it. Okay, this is where I'm stumbling. I'm not sure what is the point of, like, what is the answer that I want from this? Like, I cannot. What do I want to even talk about? If I write this down, which I will have to actually write the stuff, that's the whole point of a thesis. Like, I'm gonna show them, but also I'm gonna be writing it. But what will I get out of it? Yes, make the albums. Yes, maybe prove that you don't like. Maybe it's like, is it just we're gonna like enjoy the journey? This is the moment, like that, like we're doing Miley Cyrus The Climb, and we're not really looking at the summit. We're just looking at what happens when you actually try to climb. But then again, what does that do? Everyone knows that the journey is the best part of everything, not the destination. It's the part where you take the trains and you walk those roads and you meet those people. It's not really when you get there and you're suddenly it's all over, right? Like, we know that. Why do I have to reiterate this? What's the point? Why am I thinking so hard instead of making music? Because this is all related, guys, trust. If I make an album, you guys get full access. I already had planned I wanted to make an album in year two, right? I was very clear that I wanted to make a ready-made album from all the songs I make for my performance class, and then like produce them and then release them because it makes sense. I just heard something really weird. But okay. But that's the thing. This is where I'm getting the most confused. I feel like I am unable to decide where this goes. Like, I can't figure out what's the before the album part. The album is the methodology. Making the album is the methodology. Is it about the creative process? And is it about you go crazy in the creative process, do everything? Maybe it's you're never gonna be ready, so just take the plunge. I know a lot of people believe, okay, I can't believe I'm just doing this instead of I'm just gonna keep talking about my thesis because I can. Mostly because I can. I'm gonna. Okay, I like this. Mute. I do really like the sound of Heavenly Teardrops. New track with duplicate settings, unmute. I think this one definitely deserves to. I'm just gonna let that play for a while while I talk about my thesis. Okay, what if it's about. What if, because I wanna make an album, that's the process I wanna follow? Not one album, maybe even 2 or 3, but maybe it could be about unhinged in the creative process, or I like the idea of like, you're never gonna be ready, so you should do it now. Or maybe quality versus quantity. Maybe the thing, but this is something people have already said, right? Like, the part where you say, if you do something like enough times, and even if it's bad, from the beginning to the end, it's gonna look different, it's gonna sound different. Like, if you're learning how to paint, supposedly, right? Just think about it. Hypothetical situation. You're learning how to paint. You're gonna be bad at it for a while. But eventually, after a point of time, you're gonna get good. So maybe it could be, I think I'm bad at producing. Which I do think I am. I don't think I produce songs very well. In fact, all of these, they really do rely on a lot of repetition and the same, no different by rule, where it's a lot of copy paste and a lot of adding things that already exist in different layers, which is what producers do sometimes, but it's just constant. I've not broken out of the habit for that. So is this just an experiment to see how many different styles I can produce in on the over the course of 2 years? Can you improve enough to be a professional? Of course. That's a no-brainer. Of course you can. Okay, but what if, okay, hear me out. Hear me out. This is just me talking about my thesis and nothing else. I can't. Hear me out. What if it's, can I, by the end of these 2 years, help somebody else produce their album or their songs? Because if I am able to convert what's in my head to become my own song, say the first year and a half is just me making my own stuff, will that last 6 months of me studying and making my thesis and like writing it all down, what if it's me helping somebody else produce something? Like, is it, are we documenting then the fact that you can improve and then help other people? Because like, you can definitely improve and help yourself, but what is the threshold for becoming somebody else's producer? Is this a good idea? Is this a good idea? I don't know. I sound crazy. I really do. I don't know why I'm thinking so deeply about this so early on. I don't even have to write my thesis until a whole year and a half, okay? Like, I don't actually have to pursue anything about it, but I want to. I think it's worth the effort. I also think it'll be fun, mostly because I think it's fun. But that's the thing. Here I'm stopping. Here is where I'm stuck. I want to make those albums, maybe even with other people. Is it like, I also want to collaborate with people? Like, if I do something long term, the chances of me being able to collaborate with other people, ask for their help, learn from them are definitely longer. Like, there's definitely more chances for that. And that's something I would like to do. Oh my god, what if I do is music made better alone or with people kind of thing? Because that makes it so that I have to do the whole self-produced album and then do a collaborative album. Should I do that? That sounds fun. That also sounds like something I would actually enjoy doing. But then comes when we're taking the data, do we make the same songs twice and then just make those songs twice? Like one version is the one that I produced by myself, and the other version is the one that is being made with the help of other people. So like whether they're just, co-producing, whether they're co-producers, co-writers or not, or should it be that this is like the one where I do everything by myself, and in that other side, what is the variable is people, right? So at what stage is it? At the production stage or the songwriting stage? Or is it that I write the song myself but then we produce it together? Or is it that we write something together? This is where I'm stuck. Oh my god, I like this idea though. This is actually fun, and the comparison is relevant. Because okay, I can connect it to how with the rise of home product, like being able to produce yourself and self-producing music, it's become more and more common. And how the accessibility of these things, it's become more and more common for musicians to just make things by themselves as a one-person party instead of involving other musicians and adding other people to their creative process. Like you see a lot more people just make songs by themselves in their bedrooms, and it sounds good and it's great and we love it, right? But then that also brings the question, why do we need musicians? Like why do we need this whole breed of people? Why do we need live performances if you can do it all by yourself? Why do we need other people to be part of the process? Oh my god, I actually really like this topic. Should I fix it for my thesis? I wouldn't mind doing like fan related stuff, but like it's not as fun as this. This could be a whole, like it could be a long term thing. Like it wouldn't just, like it would definitely be for 2 years at least, if not more. But more isn't the option because my thesis will have to be submitted by the end of my third year in college. So like, is this what I want to do? I'm gonna have to run it by my professors, but like it gives there's so many like layers to this. Okay, I the first thing that is very self-serving, I just want to make music that I can release, right? Like that's the most practical thing I can think of, right? That's the self-serving part. It's the selfish stuff, and you gotta be kind of selfish in this. You're trying to get something out of it, right? You're trying to learn something or you're trying to get something out of it. So like this one is definitely selfish. It's the part where I'm like, okay, this is the part where I just sort of do it because I really want to make that. The second layer is it explores like this idea that I've been really I am a firm believer of music is made better together. Like yes, I still want to improve my own skills as like a self-creation thing, but I also think I also think that when you work with other people and explore ideas together and have other people to bounce your ideas off, your music sounds better. Does that make a difference? Like, is your skill level the issue? Maybe, maybe not. But I've seen a lot of people who, when they work with other people, work a lot better than when they work alone. Mostly because their ideas sort of get stuck within their own vortex in their own mind, and like working with other people gives you the chance to like look at different perspectives. But this is really concrete. I would have to be experimenting myself. This would be a actual study that I do on myself, trying to figure out whether it makes more sense to work with other people as a musician and make things together, or whether it makes more sense to work by myself, because that culture is already starting to really sink in deep in today's industry. From the observation I've had, right? A lot of people make their own songs by themselves. They don't really go to studios, they don't really have a big like array of equipment. They just do it in their, you know, in their bedroom. They're gonna make those beats, they're gonna make the track, they're gonna sing on it, they're gonna figure out how to, like at most they're gonna pay someone to mix and master it for them, but everything else is done by them. The actual point, the actual part of creating things is just done by themselves. Everything else, like just polishing it, is left to someone else. As if you made the jewelry but you handed it to somebody who knows how to polish things so that they could polish it properly for you, because you're afraid it's gonna be patchy otherwise. This is actually a very strong idea. In the end, though, my thesis question still isn't clear, but the direction is, which is really good. That's the good part. My direction about where this could be and where this could go and what this would require is very clear. It would require me to do like something that is completely wholly done by myself and another thing that is done, or maybe the same thing. But if it's the same thing, my experiences while doing it by myself would color my experience while collaborating with someone. If I have a very I have a very oh my god, I need to discuss this with a teacher. Like with one of my professors or somebody. I don't know, somebody who can actually help figure out whether this would work. I'm gonna send a message to my teacher after this. But this might be my most strongest idea yet. I think this is the one that's most clear. I don't know why we're talking about my thesis, but like, because I've been thinking about it since like the last 2 weeks or so. It's sort of just been like in the back of my mind, right? The second my teacher mentioned that I could do like a really long project for my thesis, I kind of wanted to do it anyways because it sounds like it'd be fun. And she's right. It would require me to like put in a lot of work and like actually stay committed from the start to the end because it's my thesis. If I drop the work, nobody else is gonna pick it up for me. No one else has stakes, okay? I'm relying on my thesis to be good to graduate. And also I'm really freaking I wanna do something big. Maybe I could even film a documentary. Maybe I could like I don't know. This could be something cool. This would be something cool. I feel like this is what I want to do. Oh my god. How many people would be involved in this? I can already think of a few names who I'd be like, can we do this? Do you want to make this together? Ah! Suddenly, I'm asking myself to level up way quicker than I thought I would. Have to. But that's besides the point. Like, I was already thinking about how I really wanted to, what's the word? Like, how I really wanted to, uh, like, just plunge in even when I feel like I'm not ready because that's really the only way that you can, like, you know, figure out how you're gonna do things. It really is. It really is. You just have to be in the deep end. I feel like I tried something similar to this before. Valentine's Day is creeping up on... That's all I can hear from everything I make. Oh my god. Ah, Troy Sivan, you are very good at making music. I think I'm fixed on my thesis idea. I'm gonna run it by my teachers and see where that takes me. This... This might be like stupid, honestly. This might turn out to be incredibly a stupid decision, but like you never know, right? Oh, I like that. It's so... That's really fun. I cannot decide. I like this light mallet echo layer. I think that sounds good. Let me just, oh my god, hold up. Let's make this louder. Let's put it back to 0. Solo it. Then it's not bad. We can try it in like, oh! That's not bad. What about small? Farboard? Heavy delay. Okay, maybe not this one. What about liquid light? Okay, maybe not. Lo-fi vinyl choir organ. I mean, this might work. It doesn't sound bad, if that makes any difference. You know? If I really think about it, I cannot think of anything to do for this. In fact, I'm like head empty. The only thing in my head right now is stuff about my thesis. How many songs would I have to write to make more than 2 albums? Probably, because I would definitely be like a lot more songs than 2 albums, and then those get decided into what counts. I'm gonna say an average of 15 songs per album, and then I decide what doesn't get in the album. That means 30 songs? Okay, that's not the end of the world, frankly. I was expecting to do over 13 per semester, so like this is not too much to ask. Oh my god. This is literally the only thing I can think about. What if, okay, I'm gonna try to actually make something after I calm down after this like whole conversation is over, and then let's try to make something, and if I really can't, then I'll go play a game or something. Still, something is better than nothing. What chords did I use? I don't even remember. This was such a while ago. Can I actually just listen and figure out the chords? Yeah, but why would I do that? C major 7 with a 9, then D, E, F, A. D major 9. Wow, but without the 7. C, F sharp, no, F. Wait a second. Oh yeah, okay. No, wait, this is F sharp. Oh, okay, so this is D major 7 with a 9. D, F, C, F, G, A. So F major with a 9 again. Why are there so many 9s? B, D, G, G major. Okay. What is this? D sharp. E flat? E flat what? This is not E flat. D sharp, F, G. A. What is this? I don't know this chord. What is D? D sharp, F, A sharp. Oh, is it just... No, it is E flat major. What? E flat major with a 9. And then B flat, B, D, F. It's just B7, B flat 7, B flat major 7, C, F, F major 9, and then did I write this down somewhere? I did not. Okay. You know what? I give up. I know my limits. Today definitely is not gonna work for this. Um, it's whatever. Let's play a game instead. My brain is not up for this, clearly. You guys saw my wallpaper. I made that myself. It's so cute, right? I worked so hard on that. I was like super enthusiastic when I was making it too. I was like, I'm so ready to have like a cute wallpaper. That was one of the things I did when I was back at home. I'm glad that I came to some sort of decision about my thesis because I was worried after a while. What happened to my AC? Why is it so warm all of a sudden? Okay, what game should I play? I have a lot of games. Do you guys want me to play Marvel Rivals? I've heard it's good, but I haven't played it. Today can be my first time. I don't mind. I love how much I'm telling you guys about my like academic stuff and like you guys just listen. That's so nice that I can just do that. But genuinely though, I am like the second my teacher said that I could start thinking about it and I should start thinking about it, it's like I didn't not think about it. If you let me do that, I will do it. Yeah, actually, let's play Marvel Rivals. I'm gonna install it now, and then let's see what that looks like. I don't really know what the game's like because I haven't played it yet, but without like while we're waiting for it to download, I can tell you guys about how, um, oh my God, I was walking to the pizza place, right? And then I go there and I order my food. And then I kind of had a moment where I was like, why didn't I just eat the pizza at the restaurant? Why did I have to get it to be like taken away? Like, why did I order it for takeaway instead of just buying it in the freaking like instead of buying it and just eating it in the restaurant? It's not like that would hurt me, but I still decided to bring it home and eat it when it was cold. I didn't even warm it up. I was just so hungry. I just like shoved the whole thing in my face, essentially. I'm surprised at how good that was. It was like it reminded me of this one salad I really love eating. It's a pasta salad and it has like it has Italian dressing and I think Southwest. It might not be Southwest. It might just be like, oh no, it's Thousand Island and Italian dressing. So this one, I think it tasted remarkably like because it was Caesar dressing on the pizza. It wasn't a lot. I think next time I'm gonna ask them to put the Caesar dressing on the side, like give me the Caesar dressing in like a little cup or something, cause like I don't mind it being like a dipping sauce situation either. It was pretty good though. I was surprised at how much I liked it. Normally, I don't like salad dressings on my pizza. I was half tempted to be like, you know what would be really cool if they just put a whole ass salad on top. Like if you like dressed up some salad leaves with the Caesar dressing that they were putting on top of the pizza and that's your topping for the pizza, wouldn't that be super cool as well? I should do that. Next time I get that pizza, I'm gonna get the Caesar dressing on the side. See if that makes any difference. And then maybe dress myself some salad leaves and eat it like that. I'm still like traumatized from the whole thing with the instant noodles. I'm not gonna talk about it again because it's just like it was just so bad. It like actually though. Also, movie night this week, right? Remember to vote in the poll on Discord. to see what we watch. I gave like 3 options. I was gonna give 2 because I couldn't think of a third, but then I realized I did know about a third movie that I might wanna, like, that might be interesting to watch. So it'd be fun if you guys game. It's on the last Sunday of this month, which is, it's not that far off. It's a few days. It's a few days, yeah. The download is 63% complete. My plan after stream is to, I don't know, I want to eat something. I have that, like, I ate half of the slice of cake that I got to eat as my mom's birthday cake, but for me. And okay, I got this new flavor. Normally, when I get cakes here, I get like the ones that have cream and they're like some sort of fruit cake. So they're like very light and fluffy. I decided to get the chocolate to see if I would like it. And it it's weird, but the chocolate cake here tastes like it's very similar to a bakery back at home. And I don't particularly love the cakes there, and I don't hate them either. I just am indifferent because I don't know, they feel overly sweet and yet still somehow lacking enough depth of flavor. I mean, not that that's surprising. When things are too sweet, they usually have, a little bit of lack of depth of flavor. But this one especially, I did feel like, oh my god, I'm craving like some kind of deeper, darker flavors, like a darker chocolate, instead of it being so sweet forward. They had like a macaron shell on top as decoration, and the macaron shell was freaking good. The cake itself was fine. Not my favorite. I've eaten better stuff before back at home at one of the bakeries near my house. And one of my favorite bakeries of all time, but like this one is not that good. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that I had such high hopes for it, basically. I was kind of like, "Oh my god, it's going to be so good." It was not, which is sad. I'm kind of like I wanted it to be good, you know? I wanted to be so good so I could get more chocolate cake because that is one of my favorite flavors of cake. No lies. I don't lie. I get a lot of fruit cake here because it's like basically it's really easy to make a good fruit cake and not mess it up, but it's really difficult to make a good chocolate cake and not mess it up. So, yeah, that's all I'm saying. I just felt like this is the time that I should, Yep. I should, yeah. I should think about it, is basically what I was saying. I don't know what I was saying. My brain, like, had a moment blipped out. And now I don't remember what I was saying before that. So, that being said, if anyone feels like. Can you guys see my like screen for Marvel's Rivals, or like is that still not showing up? Because I don't see it showing up, which is kind of sad. Because like what the heck, man? I thought we had something. I thought we had something. Maybe it's window capture might work better. Window capture. It's always window capture. Okay. Oh, we got it. I'm playing Marvel Rivals. Rivals. It's still loading. We'll take our time. This is my first time playing this game. People have been telling me to play it for a while. I've been seeing it online a lot. Everyone is like in the hole. It feels like it's the apex of its time. But yeah, I'm very tempted to go and get that same pizza tomorrow because I liked it so much. But then I'd get a bigger size and I'd eat it over 2 meals instead of one. It was not worth it at that one meal price point. But at 2 meals, I'd be like, yeah, I saved some money. Because, you know, I'd get like a huge pizza instead of a small one. Because of the like, okay, today morning, when I was awake, I didn't even realize when it got so close to 9 like 8:30 in the morning, and I was just like, how is it already 8:30? I washed my hair last night. Oh my god. My hair so soft. I love it. I washed my hair last night and I felt so good. Once again, proving that like night showers are fun. I really should do more showers at night. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna shower in the morning. I just mean like I should come back home and before I get to bed, shower so I feel like really fresh and clean. I don't do that often because I don't have the time. I kind of just end up so exhausted that I'm like, I'm just gonna sleep. Fuck that. Forget this. It doesn't matter. Like I can't be bothered. I'm the only one who cares about sleeping in my own bed. Oh, I changed my sheets to the new ones that arrived a few days ago because they finally got washed because I finally washed them. Um, First of all, the sheets are a little bit like they're not the sides aren't long enough to cover my whole bed, so like they don't tuck in very well, but they are still really nice. They're very, very nice. I genuinely am a little bit surprised at how nice I got, like how nice they are. Because when I think about the price I got them for, I'm like, holy shit, this was a freaking bargain. Like they're very nice cotton. They feel very breathable. They're very nice to sleep at. Like I slept on them, slept like a baby. Oh my god. I think they're more comfortable than the other sheets that are the other new sheets that I have. Oh my god. It's incredible. I am hearing things because of National Day on in Singapore. Like it's showing up soon, right? They've been like for the last like month or so. It's just been constant jet sounds. That is loud. I'm gonna lower the volume on that and also on the games. That was loud. I forgot that that was gonna be loud. Ha ha ha. But anyways, I've been hearing a small percentage of individuals may experience epileptic seizures. Okay. I agree. Logging in. Oh, I don't have an account, do I? Please enter your nickname. Too many attempts, try again later? What do you mean? Oh, who is that? Phoenix? No. Who that? I don't know. Ah, it is Phoenix. What is happening now? A lot of stuff is happening. I'm kind of overwhelmed. I'm a bit confused. What is happening? Who are you? This really does give Apex vibes. Honestly, I don't think I can get good at this, so we'll figure it out. Black Widow, Cloak and Dagger, Invisible Movement. Are you guys gonna watch Fantastic Four? Any plans for that? Emma Frost, Doctor Strange. Glasses, they have glasses. That makes sense. Jeff the Land Shark. Iron Man! Whoa, that's so cool. Mantis. Peter. Oh, they have Penny Parker. Phoenix. Psylocke. Wow. Scarlet Witch. I would love to be Scarlet Witch. Star-Lord. Oh my god, this is kind of cool. Missions. Vanguard heroes. Do I understand anything about this? No. Will I eventually understand things about this? I hope. I really hope I figure it out eventually. Now, if I could just figure out what this is. Storm Symbiote Storm. Pickup bundle Galacta's gift. I'm so confused. NGP member. Oh, okay. Anyone know what's going on? I feel very, team ups. Ragnarok, Rebirth, Planet, Pals, Melto. Okay. I don't have any currency though. How do I... What is happening? Oh, I love her. I love her swimsuit. That is such a cute swimsuit. This is giving Wings Club, by the way. I'm just saying. That's very Wings Club. Oh. That is so Wings Club. Oh my god. Gorgeous. Anyone want to explain what's going on to me? I feel like I am so confused. Venom. Green. He's green. I mean orange. I said he's green, but I meant orange. How do you start playing? Tournament? The more I click on things, the more I'm like, holy shit, this is so flashy. Gallery. Cinematics. Wow. Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, Tokyo 2099. Whoa, this is so cool. I am so confused though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very, very confused. Like, I wish I could explain what's going on, but I have no idea. How do you play anyways? Try tutorial. Start. Let's try a tutorial. Shin Shibuya. Whoa, okay. Basic tutorial.
Playing as the Punisher, a powerful duelist. I'll guide you through a test run. Come on, let's get started.
Okay.
Go on and move the camera around to look at the target location. Time to follow the guiding line into the